Come on, just tag along. You're a tsundere, aren't you?
What does that have to do with egg buying?
They love eggs.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what does my being a tsundere have to do with eggs?
I don't really know what tsundere means. I'm sorry. She's just trying to figure it out by saying obscure things like, maybe they like eggs. I don't know.
Welcome back to Otaku Tuesday.
Hello!
On Bookend Gaming.
I'm Eric.
I am Travis.
This is the fruits of Grisaia.
Yeah.
Actually, just the fruit, singular.
It's just fruit. We always name it fruits.
Yeah.
Our recordings are always called
They
fruits.
are. Yeah, they are.
Fruits of Grisaia.
That's what I name all the video files too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Rolls off the tongue easier.
There's more. There's girls. 5 girls. So
Yeah, 5 fruits.
5 fruits.
I don't think that's what it means, but whatever.
I don't know what it means. It
Me
sounds like a
neither.
Super Nintendo RPG.
I know nothing about this anime or anything. We've been playing it for, 16 episodes? I still don't know anything about it.
No, nothing.
That's okay. We'll figure it out, maybe. Or it'll just end and it'll be like, okay, what the hell was that?
Yeah, that's true. I like that added DLC coming out of the chalkboard.
What?
It's got a sidebar on the chalkboard. Because there wasn't enough chalkboard.
Oh, yeah. Who made this thing? All right, we're done for today.
Okay. Are we going to talk about touching ourselves again?
I hope so. In a classroom. Stand. Hang on, that was the wrong voice.
What's wrong with you?
I'm all over the place.
The weekend behind us, we're back in the classroom. Ugh. As the day's lessons reach their conclusion, Sachi leads us in the formal bow that marks the end of every school day. The weekdays are nice and simple. Given a set schedule, I can coast peacefully through it without having to worry about how I'm spending my time, or about being insulted over my lack of interests. I shoulder my bag and leave the classroom.
Ooh, one arm in the bag. What a badass.
To the roof now. After dropping my stuff off in my room, I find myself heading to the roof of the dormitory for no reason in particular. When I can't think of anything to do with myself, sometimes I'll search out places where I can be alone and look at the sky.
It's weird to see an anime roof that doesn't have the fence that you can't climb over.
Yeah.
It's like almost all of them have that giant
Huge
fence, like the non-suicide fence.
Yeah, this just looks like a dock.
Right.
I wouldn't say that I prefer solitude, but every once in a while I'm seized with the need to get a break from the clamor of daily life, which has been very noisy indeed lately. A girl! As I swing the door slowly open, I realize there's someone already on the roof. The instant I set foot outside, she's staring at me with a slightly suspicious look on her face. Who is it?
Ooh, Chiru.
Oh, that's a good guess. I'm going Yumiko. Yeah!
Oh.
You again? Sorry, but we do live in the same building. We're going to run into each other sometimes.
There's only one roof.
I wasn't particularly accusing you of anything. So can I come up? You're already up, you moron. You don't need my permission. Having obtained Sakaki's assent, I stand beside the handrail and gaze up into the sky. It's a vivid shade of blue today. The sun shines powerfully down on us. I can feel heat rising off the iron railing in front of me. He's just staring directly at the sun.
This burns.
The sky has changed in color. My retinas. After a moment, Sakaki turns to me and breaks the silence. Hey. Yes. Are you sleeping on your feet? No, I'm awake.
Sometimes I close my eyes.
I'm just being a horse. You were so quiet, I thought otherwise. Would you prefer me to talk about something? Or ask you questions? Perhaps a game. A limerick. No, that's not necessary. I see. In that case, guess I'll do what I feel like. Sakaki tilts her head back slightly and gazes into the sky for a long moment. Her long hair catches the sea breeze and flutters like a flag.
And the camera sweeps past her.
Yeah, the anime intro swells. Do you come up here frequently? Why do you ask? Come here often. We've run into each other here before. True, now that you mention it. I lean forward and grip the warm iron railing with both hands as I speak. Every once in a while, I guess, just to look at the sky by myself.
Hint, hint.
Really, that's a bit hard to believe. It really is every once in a while. Anyway, that's the only reason I come up here. Totally. I see. Everyone has times when they want to be alone, am I right? Are you insinuating something?
Yeah, that everybody likes to be alone.
No, we're talking about me here. The sunlight today really is powerful. Very much a midsummer day. The shadow of a kite flying overhead moves slowly across the roof, wings and beak clearly defined against the concrete. As I follow the shadows... Oh, wait, that's a bird.
I was going to say, a beak?
The shadow's movement with my eyes. Sakaki blurts out unexpected words. Sorry, I'm a little blind from staring at the sun. You don't plan to ask, do you? About what? What I do outside on weekends. I am now.
Yeah.
Sakaki turns her face ever so slightly towards me as she speaks. Wouldn't you usually ask after you saw me leaving at that hour? Yeah, I did ask, remember? But since then, you haven't mentioned it at all. You told me you didn't want to talk about it, so I haven't brought it up since then. Huh? That makes no sense.
Right?
If you changed your mind about that, I assumed you'd let me know. I'm not looking to stick my nose in other people's business. I mean, really?
Yeah.
I turned my head slightly towards Sakaki, meeting her gaze out the corner of my eye. With the exception of when somebody wants me to. Or every other time leading up to this instance.
Right. Constantly, every single day.
That policy isn't limited to Sakaki. I'm trying not to interfere with any of the students here more than necessary.
You're failing.
I didn't dislike any of them, and I don't have any reason to go out of my way to avoid them, but all the same, I don't have any reason to get closer to them.
I can give you so many reasons.
That said, when they're the ones approaching me, there's no need to reject them either. I'm trying to maintain that subtle balance as my master taught me, Thanos.
As all things should be.
Sakaki stares steadily at my face. Her expression lies somewhere between puzzlement and curiosity. I don't know what's gotten her interest all of a sudden, but it's clearly different from her usual apathetic gaze. What is it? Stop staring at me. At my question, Sakaki exhales lightly and closes her eyes. It's nothing. Sakaki abruptly walks away from the railing and heads for the stairs. Halfway there, she pauses briefly and looks back in my direction. That's the end of the anime intro. I'll be going back to my room. Oh.
We'll bang, okay?
Right. Room 6. At my concise response, Sakaki's expression again takes on a shade of bemusement. You really are an odd one. You know that? For some reason, I get that a lot. Honestly, can't understand why.
It's not like I carry a box cutter around.
For a moment, there's a rare smile on Sakaki's face. Goodbye. Yeah. Sakaki opens the iron door and disappears inside the dorm, locks me on the roof.
You desperately need WD-40 for all the doors of this house, this school.
This house.
It might as well be a house.
The kite I've been watching draws a lazy arc in the sky, as if to wave farewell, and then floats out of sight. The sun begins its slow descent towards the horizon as the evening approaches. I push myself back from the railing and walk slowly toward the stairs, feeling the sun-warmed concrete underneath my feet. An odd one, huh? Don't know if you're one to talk. Ooh. Her hypocrisy is kind of charming. Feels like I've been lectured about drinking too much by an alcoholic. For some reason, I feel like I've warmed up to Sakaki a bit. Maybe we've got more in common than I realized.
Maybe it's just the warm railing.
I love her now. Oh, okay.
Well, that's confusing. Hey, Michiru, over here.
Yeah, don't pop someone up on the screen and have someone else talk.
Right?
Where's her little face? So we know it's her.
Her little face. Oh.
Yeah, down on the text box.
Where's her
cute little face?
I thought you were talking about Michiru.
No.
I was like, it's right there.
On her head, where it always is.
Yeah. Or on her fanny pack. I think it does have eyes.
Oh, it does. It's one of those things.
A voice calls me from the shadows. A voice crying out for justice.
Yeah, see? Her little face.
Yeah. I'm right here. Also, justice isn't involved. Show yourself.
We live in a lawless wasteland.
Jeez, you're so oblivious. This stuff is way too heavy.
My tits, I mean.
Amane, what's up with all those bags? I kind of got carried away with my shopping.
Thank you.
No kidding. This is ridiculous. How can you possibly use all this by yourself? It's not just for me, of course. I've got Machina and Yuji's share, too. Oh, hey, that's right. Michiru, you have a second? Shoei's on sale Shoei's got a sale on large eggs. 98 yen for a 10-pack, but it's limited to one per customer.
Is that Japanese Costco?
I guess. Huh? What? You're still not done? Eggs have so many uses, right? You can really never have too many. I mean, when you open the fridge, doesn't it make you a little nervous if you don't have a couple dozen eggs
Oh my
waiting
lord.
for you? I mean, eggs go bad pretty quickly.
Yeah.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, you just buy more when you run out, right?
She's on My Strange Addiction.
Yeah,
I just have to buy eggs. I don't know why.
No, no, thank you. My pantry needs to be overflowing at all times, or I just can't settle down. Come on, just tag along. You're a tsundere, aren't you?
What does that have to do with egg buying?
They love eggs.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What does my being a tsundere have to do with eggs?
I don't really know what tsundere means. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
She's just trying to figure it out
Yeah.
by saying obscure things like, maybe they like eggs. I don't know.
Let's just get going already. The sale's gonna end soon.
She thought I had to do like something with vegetarianism.
Jeez, all right. If you're that desperate for my company, I guess I can spare some time. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Exactly how a tsundere should be.
I think.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you mocking the proud history of the tsundere people?
Is there a tribe? How do any of them ever get together?
Where's the reservation? I want to visit.
Yeah.
Perish the thought. Tee hee yourself. Losing my voice going from
Yeah.
no voice to her voice.
Jeez. The cicadas are loud here.
Right? I'm home. Ah, that's a load off. You're home? This isn't your room. Yuji, not around? It's so weird for them to be doing things.
I
like
was just going
Yuji's
to say,
not with them.
we're not there.
Yeah.
It's just following them around.
Well, whatever. Michiru, hand me that bag, will you? Gotta get that stuff in the fridge. Good thing I have a second fridge for all the eggs.
I broke off the door.
That isn't your fridge. Can you really just start putting stuff in it? You're really acting like you own the place.
Mine's full of eggs.
Come on. It's not like he's making good use of it. The fridge in my room is way too small for eggs. Don't just stand there. Bust a move. Have a seat. I'll get you some tea or something. Huh? Oh, okay.
Don't sniff that pillow, by the way. Whoa!
All right. Barley tea good enough? Here you go. Yeah, thanks.
Drink it out of my tits.
Okay, hold on just 1 second there. You scared me. What the heck? Why are you shouting all of a sudden? Huh? Hey! Why are you taking off your clothes? Why are you taking off your clothes?
Follow suit.
You kind of repeated yourself there. Good to know. Thanks so much. Why are you getting undressed? Huh? What are you getting so worked up about? Everybody changes clothes when they come home. Okay, maybe so, but this is not your home, right? You just barged into a guy's room and started stripping.
It works 3 out of 3 times.
Right? It's not like I'm planning on lounging around naked. I'm just getting changed into my casual clothes. That's another thing. Why exactly do you have a change of clothes in this room in the first
It's
place?
the same tank top as always.
What's with you two? Are you dating? Living together? Why is there a bra laying on top of his bed? I have way too many questions right now. Sorry, it's a real mess, huh? That's okay. But is it my imagination, or is most of the stuff in here yours, not Yuji's? I mean, this place is pretty freaking bleak. Doesn't even have a TV. What's he masturbate to? Well, there's a TV in the lounge just outside his room, and I think he got most of his belongings stuffed in that huge backpack. Of course, I don't have any idea what's exactly in it.
Remember when I said you can do everything with eggs?
Oh, hey, what's in here? Don't open that door. Yuji'd get seriously mad. Why? That's basically his private room. Not that it's very large.
I'm in there all the time.
2.5 square meters or so, I guess. Huh, that's just a walk-in closet, right? What the heck does he have in there? I'm telling you, just leave it alone. There's nothing interesting in there anyway. It's basically an empty room. Really? I took a quick peek inside once, but all I saw was scraps of paper all over the place.
Having fun talking to yourself?
Yeah. Is there nothing in there? Why can't we look?
I already said there's scraps of paper all over the place.
It's all over the wall. It says Pepe Sylvia on it. Doesn't matter if it's empty. I think he just needs a totally personal space. Everybody has parts of themselves they don't want others looking at. Mine's my penis, you know? He got really angry the time I went in there. It's off limits. Why? I don't get it. Well, think of it this way. How would you feel if someone started looking through the messages on your cell phone? Pretty mad, right? Something like that for him. Even though the room's completely empty? Even if there aren't any messages in your phone, you don't want someone looking through it, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I don't
If
care.
there's no messages, then who cares?
I still don't get it. Let me put it this way. I'm pretty sure he's got his past stuffed in there. What?
A portal?
By which I mean, it's your master. She's just dead and
Yeah.
on the floor. By which I mean all the things he doesn't want anyone to know about. Oh.
Now that makes me not want to look in there.
Right. If you put it that way, well, it's not like I don't have some secrets myself, I guess. Right. So anyway, just leave it be, okay? Yeah, I got it. More importantly, I've got to get to work on dinner. I was going to have gyoza dumplings today with extra eggs. Can you help me out? Wait a second. You even make his meals for him? I'm always making extra for Makina anyway. Hardly any effort to make his share while I'm at it. If you've got time, help me out with wrapping the dumplings. Why gyoza anyway? Does he like dumplings?
I was going to go masturbate, but...
Right. Well, he's not a picky eater, but he doesn't have many favorite foods either. He basically eats anything I put in front of him. Not a big fan of meat, though. He's Tsundere or something. I think shrimp
Yeah.
gyoza should be right up his alley.
He didn't snack on these titties, though.
I haven't made dumplings before, all right? Go get Makina to help. The girl's no good at all with this sort of thing. She'll just start making sculptures with the dough. All
That
right.
sounds awesome.
So why not ask Sachi? Why push this on me? You're here.
Yeah.
Come on, I've got to teach the second daughter something every once in a while. Stop complaining and get over here.
Because we're hanging out.
Second
Right now.
daughter? Our firstborn is hopeless on this front. Can't manage anything harder than cup ramen. The third daughter takes everything seriously. She'll remember what you teach her, but... Give her a job like this. She'll get so obsessed with it, wrapping every dumpling perfectly shut that it never gets done. And as I mentioned, the youngest child hasn't grasped the difference between making gyoza and playing with clay. So by process of elimination, you go to the second daughter.
So I'm your third choice.
Why am I the second daughter anyway? You're crude, uncouth, your personality's warped, and you aren't what I'd call charming, but you're still the girliest of the bunch somehow. Sounds about right for the troublemaking, attention-starved middle child. Is that supposed to be a compliment? But of course. All right, shall we get started with the setup?
Make sure to call me mommy.
Yes, please. I'm telling you, I've never done any cooking before. It's easy. We steam the cabbage and bok choy for a bit, boil the
what?
bamboo shoots, and mix in chives.
How do you bok choy?
Everybody bok choy tonight. Instead of meat, we'll be mincing shrimp as the base for this filling. Then we'll just wrap it up in some off-the-shelf dough skins. Sounds like a lot of work. Come to think of it, For a room this barren, there's a pretty impressive set of cooking utensils. Yeah. Well, I've sort of been bringing all these big pans to get in the way of my room down here. You're just using this place as a dumping ground, aren't you?
No, I'm using it as a dumpling ground.
Oh my god, I'm like making myself out of breath with all this Amane talking.
Come on. He's getting delicious meals out of it. I'd hardly call that a bad trade. Pass me the salt.
I don't know, he complains about it.
Salt? Is that this one? It is indeed.
She can't read.
Hey, what's this thing? With all the big grains of something on the other side. Huh? Oh, it's parched rice. Instead of using desiccants, you can just roast the rice for a long-term storage. What the heck is that? Folk wisdom? You're such an old lady about this stuff. Amane. Jeez, leave me alone. What's wrong with knowing a few household tricks? Here we go. Whoosh!
I like to turn the lights off while I cook for added
Extra challenge.
Yeah.
Whoa! Aren't you going to chop that stuff up with a knife or something? You're more casual about this than I expected.
Sorry, I needed a drink.
Don't be silly. What's the point of doing it the painstaking way when there's a machine that works? That time really adds up when you're doing this every day, you know. The trick to consistent home cooking is knowing where to cut corners.
Use the robots until they turn on us.
Just throw it all in a microwave. Huh? Really? Gyoza dumplings might sound difficult, but even grade schoolers can make pretty decent ones with a little practice. It does look kind of easy the way you do it. What, with the whoosh and all?
You have to add the whoosh, or it doesn't work.
It doesn't taste right without whooshing.
I'm always trying to teach Makina this, but the most important thing when you're learning to cook is to avoid getting clever. Just do what the recipe tells you, and you'll hardly ever fail outright.
Yeah, never adventure out on your own.
Well, no, of course not.
80% of the time, a beginner makes something completely inedible. It's because they came up with some brilliant idea and ignored the instructions.
Kick it up a notch. No, follow the recipe.
I'm going to kick it up enough. Whoosh!
Yeah.
I see! Then again, I'm a pro, so I do whatever I want.
What is happening?
I just wanted you to
Yeah.
hear that sound.
What was that? What did you just put in there?
A live octopus.
Huh? Oh, it's oolong tea. Pour a dash of this under the gyoza filling, and you'd be amazed how tastier it gets.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
I think it's
Gyoza.
I think it's gyoza.
Gyoza.
Huh? Really? But it looks so gooey now.
It's called gyoza.
Gooey is fine. Who cares? Yuji loves oolong tea. Huh? That's the reason you tried this? Aren't you kind of, careless about this?
Well, the lights are back on.
Alright, we're done with the filling. Now we just wrap them up and fry them. See, not so hard, is it? It's been like 6 hours. Is this really okay? Felt like you were barely paying attention. And, isn't the wrapping part kind of tricky? Piece of cake. People only screw up because they get greedy and stuff too much filling in each dumpling. Stick to a teaspoon apiece. After that, just sprinkle some water on the edge of the wrapper with your fingers. Then pinch it closed. I need to, write this down. Come on, how about you
Right?
give
This
it a
is
try?
like cooking with Amane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would want to try those.
Right? They sound good.
Yeah, that's it. Now you just fold in little flaps on one side to get the
Tsundere bonus.
I think I've had them
Yeah,
at a restaurant.
just
but
dumplings.
Yeah.
Huh, you're right. It's going okay, I think. No problem, right? Okay, just keep going like that, and we'll be done in no time. Let's say 40 for the 4 of us.
Ooh.
Double herm.
This is actually a little fun. I feel like I'm getting the idea of how Sachi feels about this stuff. Whoops, the eldest son has returned. Eldest son?
It is I, the eldest son.
I thought she was your sister.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Yuji. Where have you been? Out getting up to no good?
Hey, Amane.
Calisthenics.
Yeah. Hey, Amane, tits aren't out this time? I told you the reception on the TV in the lobby was getting bad, didn't I? Sachi and I were trying to fix the antenna.
Smash cut to Sachi on the roof just holding the antenna.
Yeah. two metal rods
Yeah.
just in different positions.
Huh? And? You get it working?
Yeah, although we ended up having to replace the antenna. Look, forget me. What are you two doing in here?
Can't you tell? We're cooking dinner. It's gyoza tonight.
Gyoza! I'm asking why you're doing that in my room.
Oh, don't be grumpy. We're making your share too.
You didn't, look at my duffel bag in the back of my closet, did you?
Are all my scraps of paper still in the same
Yeah.
place?
Oh. Did you say that?
Yeah, I did.
I don't remember asking for any. Gah.
But you won't turn it down,
You're a
will you?
jerk.
Right?
Well, can't let food go to waste.
Oh, please. You don't fool me. Once you actually start eating, you always end up admitting how good it is. This is what we call tsundere, you know. Am I right, Michiru?
How many times have they said tsundere? Yeah, this is what we call tsundere, right?
Huh?
I think I'm getting it.
That's right. Hey, Yuji.
It's like when you don't get some sort of slang.
Yeah,
so
you just
have to-
keep using it the wrong way.
What?
Man, this party's so serendipitous.
Don't misunderstand, okay? It's not like I made dinner for you or anything. I was making my own share and just happened to have some extra left over. Got it? Michiru, sometimes you just forget you're supposed to be tsundere, don't you? That's not true.
I do know that you are tsundere, and that's all that's important.
That's what other people keep saying.
Well, fine. Try not to make too much of a mess in here, okay?
Huh? Where are you off to?
Sorry, just going to buy some oolong tea.
Oh, right. I figured you'd be running out pretty soon, so I bought some just now. It's in the fridge next to the tsundere.
I see. Appreciate it.
Amane, you know, you really do have it together. Very much the responsible older woman. I'm honestly impressed.
I would even say she's serendipitous.
What's this all of a sudden? Hey, Yuji!
What now?
Look, you! Don't just stand there, bust a move! They're gulping down the tea she brought you like it's the most natural thing in the world.
You know why we're so funny? Because we just repeat the same things over.
References. Things that people have heard before. That's comedy.
Yeah.
It's tsundere.
Do you understand what you've got here? It's thanks to Amane that you've got the easy life, you know? You better not forget that.
Being so tsundere-ish. Is that how you use it? Yeah, I guess. Can't forget that the front lines are only possible through the support of the supply units and paymasters. Oh god, he started talking.
What are you even talking about? You make no sense at all sometimes. Do you really understand?
You're really hot until you open your mouth. Well, to be honest, I have no idea why you've gotten so angry all of a sudden. Sorry. Must be a tsundere thing.
Don't apologize to me, idiot. Show some
Wow.
gratitude to Amane for once, right now.
I don't really get it, but Amane, thank you very much for everything you do, I guess.
You're very welcome, I suppose.
And looking so hot while you do it, am I right?
Okay, I sort of expected as much from him, but why did you turn that sentence into a question, Amane? Well, I just don't remember doing anything I'd expect him to grovel in gratitude over. Is it really that big a deal?
It might not seem like much to you, Amane, but to certain people who feel self-conscious about never doing anything for anyone else, I expect buying some tea looks like a truly heroic act of charity.
You don't get it at all. Also, you're a jerk.
I know. What do you want from me?
You like it.
I want you to show Amane the gratitude she deserves. And while you're at it, show me some gratitude for making the gyoza. Got it?
Oh, is that all? Of course. I'm grateful to you both. I appreciate it, Michiru.
I don't feel really convinced of that, but very well. I suppose I'll let you off the hook for the moment.
How serendipitous of you. Soon after, the wafting scent of frying gyoza lured Makina to my room. Sachi, concerned to find Michiru's room empty, also stopped by before long.
We only have 40 pieces.
At that point, we adopted a resolution to invite Sakaki as well, initiate an extraordinary increase in dumpling production, and engage in a gyoza pig-out party. The Mihama Female Gyoza Corps was then established, or
Yeah.
under the command of Suo Amane. Hugs and kisses, Komina Sachi.
Executive officer. I'm guessing.
Probably.
Even though that's supposed... No. Well, maybe. I don't
Is it? Probably. To pursue these objectives. All members hurriedly scrapped together ingredients for their fridges. From their fridges. Our goal was set at 120.
It's usually CO because it's commanding officer.
Right. There was some text down here.
What?
Like I was going to say something about it, but I'm like, no, it's just stars. But then I clicked and it disappeared.
Uh-oh.
You can't go back, can you?
I don't think so. You can check the log. There's a way to check the log.
Well, I don't think it was. I think it was like accidental.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care then.
You know what I mean?
You'll see it in the recording.
Yeah. Like there was little dots down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that must just be stars. But then they went away when I clicked. The results of this emergency production varied widely. It's an Easter egg. In quality. There were a number of respectable dumplings filled with relatively appropriate things like bean jam or cheese. Bean jam! New from Cheesy Roo. But also...
Gyoza, that's some good bean jam.
But also some truly bizarre results, such as fish stick gyoza and wiener gyoza. That's my favorite. Soon, dozens of dumplings were arrayed in front of the hot plate. Much like the weapons brought to battle by an army on the verge of defeat, the variation was rich, if not the quality. We began testing a wide range of dipping sauces as well, leading to even stranger combinations of tastes. Pouches of cheese.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Machina quickly complained that eating them plain tastes better. The group's experimental spirit restrained at last. The gyoza pig-out party drew to a close without any major casualties. Did Sakaki come?
Yeah, they invited everybody.
There's an old proverb.
Except the principal.
Once 3 women gather, things get noisy. It happens to be a lie.
Is that really a proverb?
I don't know. It's in the Bible, I think. Truth of the matter is, one woman is enough.
Bitch is loud.
Yeah.
So saith the Lord.
One is enough for things to get noisy. Females are capable of holding a lengthy conversation with a wall. Get 3 such creatures together, and you're solidly beyond noisy and into migraine-inducing. See, there it is again. See, watch it.
Yeah.
It'll disappear.
Yeah, it's almost like there's more.
Right.
Hopefully there's not.
A conversation between men is a very efficient thing. Step 1, both sides communicate their business. There is no step 2.
So how's business?
Moving on. With women, it's a different story. Before they get to the point, the conversation will be diverted onto the subject of dieting, which then develops into a chat about cosmetics. I don't know. The last time they talked, they were like, let's all masturbate.
Yeah, how's the masturbating going?
From there, the topic will shift to TV programs, then celebrities, perhaps followed by an exchange of opinions on popular sweets. After a stopover at the old standby, love gossip, things will come full circle to more dieting talk. Man, he's just got it all mapped out, doesn't he?
It's always the same.
Whatever the original point of the conversation may have been, it's buried under the bewildering blizzard of topics, never to be seen again.
I'm just dreading that I'm going to have to do 3 female voices all at once.
Yeah. Then again, maybe I'm just looking at this the wrong way. It seems entirely plausible that female conversation is pointless by design. Of course, I'm something of a magnanimous spirit, so I do my best to endure these unproductive chats when necessary, but there comes an end to every limit.
I'm reminded of the Scrubs joke where the girls, to get the guys to not listen in, mention shoe shopping.
Yeah.
Shoe shopping.
Once my tolerance is exceeded, my usual coping method is to shut down my brain, then repeat, I see, amazing, and not your fault, every time I sense a pause in the verbal onslaught. I mean, you haven't shown any case of acting that way this entire time. In many cases, this proves sufficient. On one memorable occasion, I weathered a conversation with a woman for a good 4 hours using nothing but these 3 phrases.
Sounds fun.
Okay. It's Sachi.
Yeah. You think so? Well, Kasami-san.
I see.
Then the matter's decided, I think.
Amazing.
I'll make every effort to produce a work of the highest possible quality.
Not your fault. Unfortunately, there are also times when my strategy doesn't work out so well.
Are you really okay with agreeing to that?
No, that's
Seriously?
Yumiko. Whoa.
Please don't tell me you were just spacing out.
Not your fault. What a ridiculous accusation. I was listening to every word.
She just hands you like a bag with a fish in it.
Okay, well, it's 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And then just walks off. Oh God.
Okay, then. How about you try telling me what that conversation was about?
Let's see. Something about how Sachi hates pickles. Or was it parsley?
Not remotely close. You weren't paying attention at all.
Seems my concentration may have slipped ever so slightly, but probably because I got so caught up in reading that new novel last night. It's like every day is just like a new episode of a comic strip.
It is what, yeah, they're all like
He's shown no, I mean, yeah, he's
There's-
kind of a jerk this whole time, but he's never shown any sign of okay, whatever.
it's almost done like a sitcom. I mean, it has an overarching story, but it's very thinly connected.
Right, and
But each episode can, if we were to jump into to it at this point, we would know as much information as we already
right,
know.
they could have been in any order.
Yeah.
And he has a different personality,
Right.
a little bit each time.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed during my morning training routine, but apparently I didn't get enough sleep. Must have flipped the mental kill switch without even realizing it. I force my brain out of hibernation mode and stare Michiru in the eyes. Alright, honestly, I wasn't paying attention in the slightest. Therefore, I have no idea whatsoever as to what that conversation was about. Not even a shred of a clue. You got a problem with that?
Hey, what's with the attitude all of a sudden?
I'm sorry, I haven't slept well.
My kill switch or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was engaged or something. All I remember of that
End of heartbreak.
that discussion was some pointless small talk at the beginning. Hardly a big deal if I did space out. She's stupid anyway.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're really okay with that, it's not like I care. Just make sure you don't come crying to me later. Got it?
Crying?
I can see you now, crawling back to me sobbing. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Don't think I'm gonna wipe your tears for you or anything.
It's embarrassing? What? Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's not your fault. That's your own stupid fault. Oof.
This might be trouble.
Make
it double.
About what we just discussed.
Oh no. Yeah, about that.
I love pickles. Would you allow me to take your measurements? After all, if by any chance the length were to prove insufficient,
You agreed to some weird sacrificial ritual.
It would be quite the problem. Well, I'm worried because he thought she was talking about pickles, and now she's talking about measuring something.
Oh. Yeah, very true. Gotta have sufficient length.
That's not true. I feel so attacked.
yes, it would be usable otherwise.
It wouldn't be usual.
Wouldn't be
Usable.
usable otherwise.
Right. Wouldn't be usable.
All right, then. Please hold still for a moment. I'll do your inseam.
Whoa! With her customary finesse, Sachi takes my measurements. The skillful, efficient movements of her hands reminded me of a maid gracefully pouring tea. Her refined motions process something of the special charm, unique to the work of true artisans. Truly impressive.
She's my favorite for this single drawing right here.
She looks cute.
Yes. The pink hair and that pose. She's now my favorite.
Okay.
It's official. I've picked my favorite.
She is cute. Can I ask one question?
Certainly. What is it?
You're measuring for the length of what exactly?
I'm going to make you a suit made out of pickles. The strap.
The jock strap. The strap, eh?
Well, then. I'm going to begin work at once. Please excuse me.
All right, show me what you can do. I expect precision to the millimeter.
Thank you very much. I'll do my very best to make
Just
a
remember-
shark pouch that will look perfect on you, Kazami-san.
Just remember, I was in the pool, so...
It shrinks?
Yeah.
I don't know how you walk around with those things.
Sachi, hold on. Wait, Sachi!
What the hell's a shark pouch?
That thing that Michiru has?
Oh, maybe.
Sachi trots off, oblivious. My voice doesn't even seem to register. As I find myself alone, the gravity of the situation at last begins to sink in. A shark pouch that will look perfect on me? By shark pouch, she's presumably referring to something that
Yeah.
vaguely fish-shaped fanny pack Michiru's always wearing. Okay, that much I understand, but one that will look perfect on me? What exactly is that supposed to mean? I slowly, carefully draw out my vague memories of the conversation I sleepwalked through earlier.
Ow!
A cool draft of air was flowing into the hallway through an open window, refreshing as a mountain breeze after a long hike.
I wonder why you have so much trouble paying attention.
As I walked down the corridor, lost in my thoughts, I was surprised by an agitated yelp. It was reminiscent of the high-pitched shrieks emitted by cartoon animals back in the earliest days of sound films.
Okay.
Or, cartoons. I moved to confirm the situation, prepared for the remote possibility of an emergency. Instead, I found Michiru sprawled out on all fours, her face planted on the ground.
Definitely not an emergency.
Apparently, she was cleaning the floor with her tongue. You're stupid. How admirable.
He just thinks he's funnier than he is.
Here, you're a face mop, eh? It just gets stupider every time.
We're going to have an entire episode of us just going,
Yeah, that brings back memories. I had to clean a few hallways this way myself, back in my old school.
That's completely ridiculous. I just fell, idiot. Ow, 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 ow.
When I looked down, a number of canisters were strewn all over the floor. They resembled Michiru's containers of Ramune candy.
My cheese whiz.
Apparently this was an attempt at cleaning after all. They must have fallen out of her shark pouch when she fell. In an attempt to be polite, I bent over to help her pick them up, but Michiru hurriedly... Whoa, they come in jalapeno now? Snatched the nearest canister away from my hand.
why has it got a kangaroo on it?
It's fine. I can pick them up myself. You just keep your hands to yourself. Got it?
Here, you're if you say so.
Oh, looks like the zipper on this thing is getting a little loose. Guess I'll have to ask Sachi to fix it. You called, Michiru-sama? Ah! Where the heck did you pop out from?
That's why the window's open.
I simply happened to be passing by. Really? Okay, well that's convenient. Could you repair the zipper on this for me? With pleasure. But I must say, this shark is incredibly cute, as always. Well, yeah, sure, I guess.
Of course it is. It's a shark.
I feel that this sort of item only looks good on certain people, but it suits Michiru-sama very well indeed. What do you think, Kazami-san?
Yeah, it's cute. Michiru has reached the pinnacle of shark chic. Totally in this year.
Shark chic. That's wonderful.
Now that I think about it, by this point I was already mostly tuned out of the conversation. Once a female speaks the word cute, in most cases the discussion is going to get painfully lengthy and repetitive.
It's not like my shark likes you or anything.
Combined with my drowsiness from insufficient sleep, this instinctive judgment quickly sent my mind into hibernation mode.
Huh? You like this sort of thing too?
Yeah, I do.
That's somewhat unexpected.
It's not your fault. Really?
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You've secretly been longing for a shark pouch of your own, right?
I see.
If you really do want a shark of your own, perhaps I can make you one.
Amazing.
Hey! Okay, I'm sorry for joking around. She's really going to make you one, you know.
Not your fault.
Michiru-sama, it seems that Kazami-san truly does want a shark pouch of his own.
Make mine a kangaroo.
You think so? Are you sure about that? His eyes look kind of vacant. Maybe he's just stopped paying attention to the conversation. That can't be, Michiru-sama. Kazami-san would never do such a thing. Kazami-san, please allow me to make you a shark of your very own.
He's never shown those tendencies before this episode.
Right.
I see.
I know. I'll add some rhinestones to make an extra cute, sparkly version for you. But don't worry, it'll be durable enough for you to wear it every single day, as I'm sure you will.
Amazing.
Hey, Yuji, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Not the rhinestones.
She's really going to do this, you know. You're going to live every day with a glittery shark around your waist. A sparkly lifestyle, you understand? Is that really what you want? Bedazzled?
It totally is. Not your fault.
Michiru-sama, you mustn't judge a book by its cover. It appears Kazami-san actually loves the fancy sparkly things in life. I'm certain Rhinestones will suit this shark perfectly. You think so as well, Kazami-san?
I see.
Then the matter is decided, I think.
Amazing.
I'll make every effort to produce a work of the highest possible quality.
Not your fault. What? None of that made sense.
All right. Oh, we're going to end on a herm. That means we'll probably start on a herm because we'll read it again.
Oh, no, that doesn't.
Does that count as a
can't.
double herd?
No.
Should you click past the herm then?
Fine.
Now we'll end the
Okay.
episode. No herms for you next episode. I'm calling it 0 herms next episode.
That's very serendipitous of you.